Breaking news with Paul Toole.
Hello and a very warm welcome. The Cal League, the first Crip softball league in Los Angeles, presents its coffee table book of 500 Black Unity pictures by author L.A. Nutt. The Cal League uplifting families, communities and ending the sickness of gang violence that has plagued black communities for over 50 years. The Cal League players, former Crips on 11 teams, backed by their communities, create a safer environment for all LA communities. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.
What makes you righteous? You see, I don't smoke, I don't drink. I won't fornicate and I won't commit adultery. I don't smoke dope. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. And I say all my prayers every day. And I give whatever I can in charity. Yes, sir. And what else do you do? But what do you mean, what else? Is there something else? That's nothing. That's vanity. So you don't smoke, so what? So you don't drink. You don't use drugs. So what? What are you doing to better the condition of others? What are you doing to reform where you live? And if you do nothing to reform society with the knowledge you have received, then you are guilty of concealing knowledge. And that is a cardinal sin.
I bet you didn't know one man revolutionized street cleaning forever. Discover Charles B. Brooks and his incredible invention that changed the world. Born in 1865, Charles B. Brooks from Newark, New Jersey wasn't just any inventor, he was a visionary. On March 17, 1896, he patented the first self-propelled street sweeper truck in the US. Before Brooks, street cleaning was a messy, inefficient ordeal with walking workers, brooms, or horse-drawn machines. Brooks' design? A true game-changer. It had brushes on the front fender to push trash to the curb, a rotating brush wheel and a sturdy truck frame on axles. Revolving brushes for sweeping and scrapers for snow removal made it incredibly versatile, while easy-to-remove debris bins simplified disposal and maintenance. Thanks to Brooks, our streets are cleaner and our lives a bit smoother. His invention paved the way for modern street cleaning technology. Here's to ingenuity, innovation, and the power of one brilliant mind.
Hey, welcome to the show. I'm your host, man, Dr. Crip. We back again. We are back at it again. Welcome to the show. Please spread the word. Please like, subscribe, share. Let people know, man, we in here. I think I'm on a little late, but you know, it is what it is. Black people color time. I'm on it. I've been running around. I've been trying to do the other book. So, you know, it's a lot of pictures that's involved. So if this is not just open to Bloods and Crips. This is just open to if you want to be a part of something that's positive and you want your kids' picture in the book, you want your picture, your grandmama, anybody that's doing anything that's positive. You can get your picture in this new book due out in December from author L.A. Nutt, also known as Dr. Crip. It's all good. You ain't even got to worry about it. If you want to get your picture and be a part of something, all you got to do is drop a line. Dr. Crip TV at gmail.com. Just go to drcriptv@gmail.com. Let me write that down. Dr. Crip TV. Dr. Crip TV at gmail.com. If you want to be in a book, kids, women, men, parents, grandparents, etc., etc. If you want to be in the book, man, just go to Dr. Crip TV at gmail.com and drop me a line and say, hey, man, I want to be in your new book. You feel me? It's going to be awesome. It's something that, we hoping can, do something. So if you want to be in the book, just go there. Hey, welcome to the show. I'm your host, Dr. Crip. And please like, subscribe, share, spread the word. Let people know that we here, man. And if you want to be a part of a project, I'm explaining why I was late because I'm also doing my new project. I got another book coming out this year. So I'm taking pictures currently as we speak. And if you would like to be a part of the project, all you got to do is just drop me a line, man. Just drop me an email. Tell me when, where, and what you're trying to do, man. And I can make it happen for you. Because the books are they're going to get notoriety everywhere. But if that's just something that you like, you want to be a part of something, get your grandmother, your grandfather, your uncle, anybody that want to be a part of it. All you got to do is just say what's up and let me know, But hey, welcome to the show, man. You seen the opening about the black inventor. So it made me think, how many people did Bloods and Crips kill that can possibly have been something to add to society? I'm trying to figure out, what is that? What is the number of the death that Bloods and Crips took from our brothers and sisters out here and kids that could have possibly grown up to change society, like that brother right there? You feel me? This is serious, serious, serious business, and it needs to be addressed. That's why it's no more in 24. That's why we don't need no more Crips and Bloods. We don't need no more initiations. We don't need no more none of that. Explain to me what putting 12 and 13 and 14-year-old kids on a gang is going to do for the community and the black culture and the black people in whole. How is that going to contribute to anything? If we can answer them questions, then, if you got an answer for that, if you got an answer for why my son need to be a Blood, or why my daughter need to be a Blood, or why my son need to be a Crip, or why my daughter need to be a Crip, answer that question. Just let me know. Just let me know. And we won't have no more problems with it, But yeah, today's show is based on the violence that has took our future leaders and our future inventors. What's the damage that the Bloods and Crips have done to the black communities across the nation? Because Bloods and Crips are everywhere. That's what they say. They even in Africa. Just imagine, what if it was Bloods and Crips doing that man's time? would he have invented that invention? Would he be a part of that? That is obviously used to this day to employ multiple races of people. So you got to ask yourself, what is it that you truly are part of? What is it? You know, do we need to look at that again? We might need to go back and look at that again. Let's check this dude out.
I bet you didn't know one man revolutionized street cleaning forever.
I did.
Discover Charles B. Brooks and his incredible invention that changed the world. Born in 1865, Charles B. Brooks from Newark, New Jersey wasn't just any inventor, he was a visionary. On March 17, 1896, he patented the first self-propelled street sweeper truck in the US. Before Brooks, street cleaning was a messy, inefficient ordeal with walking workers, brooms, or horse-drawn machines. Brooks' design? A true game-changer. It had brushes on the front fender to push trash to the curb,
Wow.
a rotating brush wheel, and a
Black
sturdy
man
truck
did
frame
that.
on
Imagine
axles.
that.
Revolving brushes for sweeping and scrapers for snow removal made it incredibly versatile, while easy to remove debris bins simplified disposal and maintenance. Thanks to Brooks, our streets are cleaner and our lives a bit smoother. His invention
that.
paved the way for modern street cleaning technology.
Imagine
Here's
that.
to ingenuity, innovation, and the power of one brilliant mind.
Man, imagine that. Just think about all the people that the Bloods and Crips have destroyed in 50 years. You don't think that we had another one of them dudes that came up with an invention and was struck down by a bullet because of a wrong color or mistaken identity? That is crazy. I myself got an invention that can impact the advertising world. I'm working on AI with it right now. We're trying to get it together. So hopefully, you know, one day I can be an inventor and have my name shining in lights like, hey, do you know that LA Nut did that? That is something to be proud of, that your son, your daughter came up with an idea that affected the society in the way something is used to this day. That is very, very impressive. And you got to acknowledge that, because I'm thinking like, man, over the years of just stories I didn't heard about. I remember this story years ago about this young guy. He wasn't a gang member. He was hanging out with the wrong crowd, but it was like 3 of them, I believe. If I might can find that story, I don't know, but it was like they was 3 of them, like they was best friends or something like that. They went to school right here. Look, I think they went to either Dorsey or Fairfax or something like that. But they were out, you know, went to a party, a house party or 2 or something like that, and they end up kind of messing with the wrong crowd, like kind of got mixed in with the wrong crowd because they knew the other kids, and somebody ended up shooting one of those guys, one of the 3. Turns out this guy IQ was phenomenal. Turns out that this guy was supposed to be going to not just college, but elite colleges that he had all these offers from. So, and this is like in the 90s, I believe. So it's like, what if this guy would be alive right now? What would he have done? You know? And I don't know if they ever caught the person who did the murder, but it was a senseless murder because it ended up being that none of the people that he was shooting at or whatever was gang members. So it almost looks as if that the shooter could have been, you know, he targeted the wrong people. But it just leaves you with the question, like, what if this dude, you know, hadn't committed that crime, and this guy, this black kid, was still alive. You know, these is the questions that need to be answered. And one of the answers is, let's not put nobody else on. Because the shooter was also of juvenile, you know, so he was under 18, so he was 17, 16, 15. And these are the people that you know, out committing the crimes once they get initiated. We already know what it is. People don't want to talk about that type of stuff. So that's why we say no more in 24, because these dudes, once they get put on gangs, you eventually you got to go put in work. That's what this called. You got to go put in work. So, you know, this is a process that needs to be eliminated. And the only people that can do that is the gangs themselves. Can't nobody else do that. Because if this guy was alive, just imagine if that guy was alive and he could have been something, you know. That young dude could have been something to this day. We don't know what it is that he could have been, but he had an IQ that was phenomenal, you know. And these type of stories make me think, like, you know, the Crips and the Bloods came out with 69, 77. We got all these podcasts, people talking about all this different stuff, woo, but ain't nobody telling us what does this all mean. Ain't none of these podcasters that let us know when this happened, when this dude did this, when this dude did this, when currently ain't none of these dudes told us. And in 50 years since the Bloods and Crips, we done got 3 hospitals out of them, 2 banks, 2 schools. We ain't got none of that. But for some reason, this is the thing to do. Gang with our kids. This is the thing to do. And it's not. This is not the thing to do. This is why you and yours need to not gangbang. You do not need to be a part of what is going on with this generation. Everybody is saying that this generation, well, far as the G's out here, you feel me? The OGs and all the people that have been doing this for 25, 30 years and all this. One thing we agree on, this generation ain't it. But check this out. Your generation wasn't it neither. My generation wasn't it neither. It ain't been a generation since 69, 70 that somebody done something. Can somebody tell me a Crip or a Blood that is successful, that has revolutionized Crip to where it affected generations and generations of kids to where it's not, it has affected something? And I ain't talking about no basketball leagues and all that. I'm talking about in education, in medicine, and inventions, and schools. This is what we talking about. Can somebody tell me a Crip or a Blood that has done that? I need to know that. I have to know that. These are answers that not only I want to know, but those mothers that went out there and seen their daughters and sons cold on the ground want to know that. They want to know why. What is the reason? I mean, look, welcome to the show, man. West Side Life, Pinocchio, Ike Calls Green. West Side Life, hey, Dr. Crip, ending the sickness. Can you explain how the gangs can work together to further the peace movement in LA? It's needed badly. We know that, West Side. We know it's needed badly. We know it's needed badly. All these peace conferences are coming up. All these peace community meetings, these meetings in the parks on the east side, on the west side, all that. Like I said before, it is up to certain people to get together. You need the Muslims, you need the Christians, and you need that one nonprofit to align these gangs together to identify in their own hoods. Don't nobody from the east side need to tell somebody from over here, oh no, go talk to this dude over here. You feel me? From that hood. No. That's not the way that works. They need to be identified as the members of the people in that neighborhood that has been represented by that gang. That gang neglected them to represent. That's who you go talk to, because that's who's going to bring back the information that you want and distribute the information that you got to make sure the whole gang get it. Just talking to this, hey, look, here G over there, hey, home, be over there, woo, this and that. Don't do that, because he gonna go tell one or two people. You got to give it to the people that represent that gang, that gang has elected. That's why I said, when these peace movements and all this are coming up and people want to do all this stuff, you gotta have a nonprofit, you gotta have a church, and you gotta have a Muslim committee. Grocery store food gift cards. Give these gangs something to start with. Let them take the food gift card back to their own prospective neighborhood. Let them have that meeting in their neighborhood. They back streets, they spots, they houses, wherever the homies is going to come, to gather people there to say, hey, boom, go live, upload that footage. We here, we part of, yeah, I'm big such and such, this tiny woo, 3 people. Big, middle, baby. See, big, little, baby. That's how that go. And those 3 are the representatives for each of the gangs. So when they hear a peace process, conference, committee, they go represent. Now, if it's a recycling door with those same 3 people, guess what? Everybody already know who to deal with. Everybody already know who to deal with. Mac Life Radio, what it do? So that's how you do it. Because gangs already know how to work together without all this stuff. When we be busting on each other, you know why we stop? Because the police is hot, man, it's cracking down, whoop, and we need to slow down. They doing the same thing because they police is over there too. Let everything calm down for a minute. It's too hot right now. Man, don't go busting down there right now. Slow up. Don't go busting right now. But you get hard heads like Icos Green them. They want to go. Man, I told y'all to stand down. Man, we ain't stand. We go. Hey, this the kind of these are the people that you got to deal with. So we need these peace people to represent their neighborhood properly. You know, that's gonna listen. Because you get them wicked ones in there, they don't want to listen. We need to know how to identify each gang need to know how to identify their own. That can't come from a committee and a conference and all that. That got to start with that hood meeting, gang meeting, in that specific gang. They got to get their stuff together, because that's why. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, your homies in here. Oh yeah, for real? Yeah, y'all didn't even know they was coming to the meeting. See, because you ain't having a meeting in your own gang. That's why it's important for the own gang to have their own meeting. How you get the gang together? Give them grocery gift cards, food for less. Superior. To go spend that $150. Make them show their ID, take pictures, get a name signed. So when somebody say, oh, I come for such and such. No, them was already picked up by Michael, and his name is Big Sad. You know, you got to go over there and deal with them dude. Andre Phillips, what it do? You feel me? You gotta know how to deal with these gangs in a whole. You can't just be trying to deal with one and two people. One and two people can't do nothing. You got to know how to deal with the gang in a whole. Communication is the key. You right, Mac Life Radio. Communication is what is going to be needed to save lives. It's going to be communication. So you can't be dealing with somebody that's going to go back, yeah, homie, we went to the meeting, it was cool. And he only talking to 3 people. And he expect these 3 people to spread this word. No. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. You need the gang here today. We cooking. See, when you have cookouts and it's free food, guess what? Everybody's showing up. All the homies is coming out. That's how you start that. Pinocchio, who the hell is this clown? Circus ass wankster. This idiot ain't no Crip. Well, what is all this? Hey, well, what is all this on my body? Why did I get all that? Hey, well, you tell me what to do, Pinocchio. Since I'm a clown and all this, what did I do to be a clown? You know, I don't understand. I thought clowns had issues. You feel me? Tell me, what did I do? I don't understand. You're more than welcome to explain, you know? My boy told me, he said, man, look, let me tell you the people that hate you. All the people that got foulness, all them rich people from your hood, you know, all them people that got problems in jail, you know, all that. I was like, you know what, you're right. Because I love all my homies. You feel me? I know, especially the ones that's riders. I got to love them. I ain't have no choice. Cost Green. Salute Dr. Crip, another day of serving up these meds. Hey, this is hot meds. It ain't Wednesday, but you still got to go get your ass in that line. You need these meds, ending the sickness. That's right. We hope that these dudes take this serious. You know, Mac Life Radio, Dr. Crip. The show is extremely necessary, strong and straightforward, informative content. Keep it going, sir. Hey, man, look here, Mac Life Radio. Where can I hear Mac Life Radio at? You got a radio station? I need to tune in to that, man. Give me some numbers, some airwaves or something. Oh, I was supposed to put this up for somebody. If you wanted to be in the book, if you wanted to be in the book, I got a new project going on. Andre Phillips, No More in 24. Are you OGs, so-called OGs want to be OGs? Do something about this situation and focus on the youngsters that don't want to listen. Man, because why they on me? What I do? Why Pinocchio on me? What the hell did I do? He called me a wankster. That's 50 Cent's song. I know that song. This ain't got nothing to do with no shopping. I ain't shopping. I'm trying to save lives. I ain't shopping. Wankster. I knew I heard that word before. I was like, wankster, what is that? No, this ain't got nothing to do with shopping. Man, I'm trying to save lives. Communication is the key. That's right. I put up at drcriptv@gmail.com if you want to be in a book, kids, women, parents, grandparents, etc., etc. I got that's why I'm on a little late, because I'm out shooting for my new book that should be out hopefully before the year is up. And it's another coffee table book. Hey, Cost. I am the first, I used to say Crip. I am the first gang member to do a coffee table book. What about that? Hey, what you got to say about that? I am the first official gang member to do a coffee table book. Yeah. Go do the research. That might get me into the White House, you know? That bit of information might get me onto a television show or something, man. You know? We doing big things over here, man. You know? I am the first Crip to do a coffee table book, hardback edition, only on Amazon right now. Where you from, homie? Go get it. You can go pick it up right now. That's a shameless plug. Don't worry about it. And by the way, this is the Crip Softball Cal League edition. Over 500 over 500 pictures. Over 500 pictures of nothing but beautiful Crips coming together over 11 different gangs that have all come together to play each other. Phenomenal work by these gangs. And you can catch it all right here on this book. If you want to buy this book, it's not on Amazon. Unfortunately, you have to come directly to me. People been, coming to me, and I get, you know what, people, when y'all buy this book, I ask y'all to send me pictures of this on your mantle. If you don't know what a mantle, go get a book easel. Hold on, Icos Green. I know they don't know what a book easel is. That's where you set your book at, on the mantle. You know what a mantle is when you walk into your living room. I know you got a nice big living room. And over there where your grandmama and your mama and your baby and all that, it's over the fireplace. But some people don't have a fireplace, so it's over there on that wall over there with the big mirror, so that it sticks out, from the wall, and you set the pictures right there. It's called a mantle, and you set the book easel there. And the easel is real small, it's what painting set on. You got to explain this stuff to people because sometimes people don't understand what you're talking about. But it's a book easel, and you set the book on there, and boom, if you want to be laminated, I can laminate it for you, and you set it on there, and you don't let nobody touch it because it is a novelty. It sits there, and people come. Oh my God, what is that? Oh, that's the Cal League Crip book. It's the first Crip softball league ever. It's beautiful pictures in there. Over 500 pictures in there. Is that right? Who did that? Oh man, a guy by the name of Dr. Crip, also known as L.A. Nut. Fascinating guy. If you read his book, you can learn a lot about gang addiction, mental disorder. Hey, look. Hey, Mac Life, look. This is what you want in your house. So when they come, you got yours. You feel me? It's $99.99. Yes, it costs $99.99, but it's well worth it to have in your house. Trust me. And if you're a bachelor, you could possibly get some sex. Like, yeah, girl. Yeah, I paid for that. Yeah. Oh, I'm in the book. Yeah. You don't let nobody look in your book. Go get your own. Go get your own. You feel me? Yeah, you did that. Yeah, it's just like your book. Icos, don't worry about it. We both. You gotta let the people read something because people love reading. Mac Life Radio, coffee table book, genius, nut. That's what. You feel me? You got to think outside of the box. Icos Green, Dr. Crip, you know who Mac Life Radio is, right? Nah, I don't. Who is Mac Life Radio? Can I go listen to the show, or is that? You feel me? Hey, look, you need them books, man. Those are real books, Mac Life Radio, from real ones, man. Let me tell you. Hey man, look, thank everybody for coming to the show, man. Look, today is C-Note, is that right? Yeah, see. Yeah. Hey, what it do, C-Note? I got old footage of you rapping in the park at Jesse Owens. Don't get it twisted. I know what's up. Don't have me go find footage. I never throw away footage. Now, the problem is it's on old technology tapes, but I still got it because I can transfer because I've been doing something about that too. I might be transferring all that old footage I got into something new. You know what I'm saying? So, I might be tampering with that. Yeah, you got the Gucci Gazelle glasses on. Yeah, I know about all that. Hey, welcome to the show. I'm your host, Dr. Crip, and we were talking about the lives that the Bloods and Crips have taken over a 50-year period, and what these lives that were taken, what could they have been, and where would Black people in Los Angeles be today if this had not happened? So the Bloods and Crips have a lot to answer for. Not only do we have to answer for the destruction of our youth, but also the death rate of Black people in general that could have became something in society, that could have changed the way society lives and operates. We have destroyed many of decades of just, man, it, like I was saying about that story. This was in the 90s. This young guy, he got killed at a house party or something, and turns out that this guy IQ was immaculate, and he was set to go to any college, and and it's just cut short. And imagine where this guy would be right now if he was alive, and what he could have done, and it's just a tragedy when we sit back and we think like, damn, this dude could have been a basketball player, football. And the guy who I'm talking about, I believe, because education, his brain was superior. So, there's no telling what he could have done and be the first Black man, or, how it would have helped us in society. So, the guy who killed him also was a juvenile, I remember. And so they saying that the crowd that this guy ran up on and he was shooting, it was mistaken identity for one. Also, the crowd that he was shooting at was not that type of crowd. So you got two strikes. So that leads me to believe that dude was a newbie, a wannabe gang member that cost Black people something in the future. And we got a lot of that, and it's no more at 24. It's the basis of why we say no more at 24, because how are we gonna, come on, if you a Crip or you a Blood out here, y'all just put them niggas on, they gotta go bust. So that is the process of a gang that all the Crips and Bloods, if y'all serious talking about peace and this and that, stop putting people on your hood. No more. We should not see no more 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17-year-olds in 2024 talking about, I just got put on. That should not be happening. That should not be taking place in 2024. It should not be happening no more. You feel me? It should not be happening no more in 2024. So I mean, we have to figure out why that particular cycle is continuous. And the people that's opposed to that, them is the ones that you have to watch in the games. Because if you come to your hood, you a G, you a shotgun, you a G, you got money, you all that. You boom, and you say, hey man, we ain't putting nobody on 12, 13, boom. Man, that sound like that buster ass nigga Dr. Crip, man. You be looking at that, man, fuck that nigga blood. We ain't listening to all that. That's the dude that's hating. That's Joe, that's him, the snake in the grass right there. Why do he want 12 and 13-year-old kids? Man, I don't care. Didn't want nobody looking out for me when I was 12. When I was 13, all I had was the hood. That's all I had. Yeah, it was wrong when you got put on. And it's wrong of you to do that because they getting in the car 12 and 13. They want pop pills. That's it. So we just putting junkies on. That's it. We just putting killers of junkie killers on. 13 with a lean addiction. 13 with a powder problem. 13 with a popping pill problem. And then the homies get mad when he go out and do something with a hood we get along with. That's going to turn into a war. But y'all done sat up there and let this dude pop pills and all that. Man, do you know, I tried to issue a rule that, hey, we're going to start socking niggas out, giving 12, 30, y'all in the car, they powdering up. Guess what they start doing? They start doing it on the under. Hey, man, hey, look, keep that shit on the low. Because all these hater ass grown, you know what I'm saying? Because you got these weirdos. The young bitch get in my car. I don't care how old she is. What? They running around here telling your kids what to do, dropping your kids off. And you want your kids to be a part of this? Come on, man. This ain't it. This ain't it. This video makes me think about that. Look at this video.
I bet you didn't know one man revolutionized street cleaning forever. Discover Charles B. Brooks and his incredible invention that changed the world. Born in 1865, Charles B. Brooks from Newark, New Jersey wasn't just any inventor, he was a visionary. On March 17, 1896, he patented the first self-propelled street sweeper truck in the US. Before Brooks, street cleaning was a messy, inefficient ordeal with walking workers, brooms, or horse-drawn machines. Brooks' design? A true game-changer. It had brushes on the front fender to push trash to the curb, a rotating brush wheel, and a sturdy truck frame on axles. Revolving brushes for sweeping and scrapers for snow removal made it incredibly versatile, while easy-to-remove debris bins simplified disposal and maintenance.
Wow.
Thanks to Brooks, our streets are cleaner and our lives a bit smoother.
Wow.
His invention paved the way for modern street cleaning technology. Here's to ingenuity, innovation, and the power of one brilliant mind.
How many people have the Bloods and Crips killed like that? How many? How many Bloods and Crips, how many lives have they took that were Brooks, Charles Brooks? And if my last name was Brooks, I'd be looking into that. I'd be trying to go check out these patterns, man. Like, wait a minute, man. If this dude connected to me in any way, fashion, or form, I'm going to cause a problem if my daddy last name is Brooks. You got me twisted. I'm climbing a tree to find out who this, and you talking about 1865. That's not that long ago. You act like that's a long time ago, man. That's not a long time ago. You feel me? Andre Phillips, one move away. One move away. Hey, Dr. Crip, no more in 24. I feel sorry for the kids out here with no father. I help out as much as I can. Great job, sir. You know what? That's all we can do. And you know what? That's great. And we need more people like you to help out. This ain't the time to be sitting around pointing fingers, calling people wanksters and you a buster and all that. Get with the program, man. Go save a life. Let's do something for these kids out of here, because you don't know what's gonna happen when you 80 and you trying to go to the store, and man, you sitting in the car because you scared to get out because these kids is all in front of the store. They pushing people, and man, they with that wild robbery stuff, just victims, just because you're an old person. You can't defend yourself. I cause you gonna be there with your gun like, I'm kill one of these little bastards. I'm telling you, I'm trying to get out. I need this milk. And if one of these little you ain't thinking about when you 80. You still like to go get your milk. You don't like to order your milk online. You driving to the store to go get your milk because you want to see what's popping out there and what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So the job is to get these kids situated to where they have a chance to not join a gang. At this point, it's not even like that. All they got to do is be at the wrong place at the wrong time, peer pressure, all that. And the fact that they hanging with this dude, all that is just wound up into one right now with these charter schools, all these charter schools now. If the charter school is on Manchester and Vermont, well, that's a Hoover school. If the charter school is over there on Florence and over there, well, that's the East Coast school. If the school is over there on Central, well, that's a Swan school. These charter schools, that's what they making now. Just schools for that hood. Because that's what those kids is going to be when they come out there and they come to the pressure of that environment if that school is not protected from the gang element. That is what's happening every day. And it's taking place every single day. There was not one person when I said, y'all got to go deal with that school over there. That was the biggest mistake I made. I said, you got to have the right people in charge. This dude go over to the school, man, and he set something up with the school, and because he couldn't get no money out the school, he just stopped dealing with him. But had the school thinking that we finna pay for this project, that we finna do this big phenomenal event. And I'm like, man, once I did some type of small, because I kept the other 28 kept dealing with me. If you don't know, welcome to the show. I call all prisoners, people in prison that got out. If you did more than 20 years, your name is 28. I lump y'all all in one basket. I call you 28. The other 28, he knew about the other 28 doing that at the school. He called me and he said, hey, Nut, hey, man, what's going on with that school and that? I said, I don't know. I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's him. He been going over there dealing with them people. He said, man, this dude ain't said nothing, man. There's something going on. I said, what that got to do with me? He said, look, man, you're going to have to go over there and find out what's happening. I'm like, all right, man, I'll see what's up. Man, he called me the next morning at 7 o'clock. He said, look, get your ass up and go down there and see what's happening with that school. I was like, man, He said, man, get up right now, man. I was like, man, I'm a grown ass man. This nigga telling me get your ass up and go see down there what's happening at that school. Go see what this dude is. I'm like, man, I ain't got, man, damn. I got up. You damn right I got up. I don't want no 28s, man. I got up and went to the school. This dude had the whole school thinking that he finna do a project, and they didn't put it on their calendar, and they don't know if it's gonna happen because he ain't answering their phone calls no more because they ain't gave him no money. He thought this school was really gonna pay for this event that he thought of. I was like, are you serious? Know who is representing your gang when you dealing with the community, man. I go to the school, I have to go. They don't know me. I got tats on the face. Do you understand what I'm saying? Icons. I got tats on the face everywhere. I got to now, I don't know nobody down here. Now I have to literally go to the school. First thing, I go to the wrong school. They finally come out, the principal say, yeah, nah, you at the wrong school. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. I'm like, well, I don't. He like, no, you got to go down there to the other school, the middle school. I'm like, okay. Do you know? He said, I'm sorry, I don't know who he was dealing with. I hope everything works out though, because the rumors is you got these wicked ass niggas. They didn't come over here trying to get some money out the school, trying to press the money for school. Oh my God. Now here I am in the school trying to clean up what somebody else done. I don't got nothing to do with this. Andre Phillips, I don't got nothing to do with this. This somebody else done this. And this other 28 called me and threatened me, talking about me, you gotta get your ass up and go down here and find out what's happening. So I'm down here finding out what's happening. I walk into the school. They looking at me crazy. They like, yeah, you got to go back here and deal with such and such. The guard walking behind me, looking low key, looking like I'm in the liquor store stealing. I walk to the classroom and I walk in and she looking like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, hey, whoop. And she like, oh yeah, we ain't heard from him. And what, did you come about the money? I'm like, no. I'm like, no. I'm like, I come to find out what's going on. She said, well, he suggested we do all this. Everything was good. Park is supposed to be a part of it. And yeah, okay. I'm like, so what's the problem? Like, well, he said he was going to do all this stuff because we not paying for it now. I hope you didn't come down here. I said, no, listen, I'll come down there from strict orders from my homies. I got $1,000. She said, are you serious? I said, yes. I said, I have $1,000. What do you want to do with it? That changed everything. You know what I'm saying? They like, oh my God. Now they like, yeah, because around the third or fourth meeting, he suggested that we cut him the check, and everybody in the meeting was like, cut you a check? Like, we ain't cutting you no check. This is a promise. Man, what's wrong with you? We ain't cutting you no check for no event that you coming up with. And he had an attitude. I was like, oh my God. But luckily it worked out fine. The kids got pizzas. We brought them trophies, and they came up with a wonderful idea. They had a hip hop. They had a hip hop battle, but they used characters from Black History Month, such as Robinson and Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and all these other people, and it was a rap battle. So if you say you want to be Jackie Robinson, you got to talk about, you got to rap Jackie Robinson live. Oh my God, it was going up. I'm gonna play it for you. I still got the footage. I'm gonna come back one day and I'm gonna play it for you. And it was a little Hispanic kid that won for Jackie Robinson. He was Flo. He was like, yeah, when I hit home runs, all the whites run. I was like, whoa, it was out of control. But you got to get involved in your community. That's the only way. Andre Phillips, I love being black, and we have made so many things give too many haters because we have made just about everything that everybody use. Yeah. And don't nobody respect us. And just think about the ones that the Crips and Bloods then killed. Just think about that. All the dudes that the Crips and Bloods that then killed that could have possible came up with inventions and everything. Remarkable. The homie Smiley would have known how to proceed. Smiley! You know what? I'm going to go ahead and tell you I'm going to go ahead and tell you. It's big brain and it's little brain. Part of my team. Smiley is little brain. So when you hear me say little brain, I'm talking about Smiley. That is my guy. I need him right now. Smiley was the brains. I calls Green, yes. He was the brain. That is my guy. Smiley is my guy. You feel me? If he was here right now, trust me, it would be a whole lot of more going on right now. He is truly missed, So now I got to come up with adventures like that myself, coffee table books and all that. I got to do all that stuff myself now because Smiley is gone, because he didn't want to take his medicine because he has seizures, man. I'm glad he didn't die out here cold on the street. None of these weirdos killed him or none of that, Unfortunately, God took him, and it happened the way it happened. But, he didn't die out here like a dog in the streets, getting shot by somebody that ain't been from your hood 10 years and, they don't want to fight and all this, You feel me? That is the type of people we need out here. So you have to get involved. You one move away. You got to get involved. That's good that you out here helping and all that. That is a good thing. And we need more OGs. It's time to get out here. They're gonna have to start getting out here facing these young homies, lining it up with them by any means necessary. They got to push the line. Why keep putting people on the hood? Why keep letting people lead that's for self? If y'all got people representing the peace movement and they for self, they shouldn't be in charge. That should be a hood decision. Nah, we want him, and him. Them the three that we want. We don't want you. Just accept it and deal with it. Well, I'm an OG. I've been doing this for 25. I've been locked up for 28. I'm the G. Man, what that got to do with something? You trying to lead us down the road to, man, it's a dead end street down here. Did you even look at the sign? It say dead end, man. We ain't got no way to go down there. These neighborhoods got to get in control. That's the way you take back the streets. You got to have the right people in control that can process the communication properly to the whole hood, not just somebody. We want the person that say, I don't fuck him, woo. But he can say that, man, I don't care what them dudes talking about, but yeah, that's the homie. He's supposed to be the one running all that because he know, even if he don't want to listen to him, he don't like him and none of that. The key word is that he know who is in charge of that peace process. He know who the person is. So when you come to him, you say, man, such and such. No, I don't know him. He don't come around here. How he running something? He don't even come over here. You got to be part of the peace process, man. You got to be part of the peace process, man. Look, man, I didn't mean to waste everybody's time, man. I didn't want to waste nobody's time, man. I'm sorry about that, man. Thanks everybody for coming through, man. Instagram only giving me an hour to go live. Westside Life, Pinocchio, Salute, Icos Green, Mac Life, Andre Phillips, One Move Away. Thank all y'all for coming through, man. This is Dr. Crip. Please like, subscribe, share, spread the word, man. We will be back tomorrow, man. Hopefully we can be back at 6 o'clock, 6:30, man. Not so late. I'm out. Pinocchio, what's up, man? Why I'm a wankster, homie. And I ain't no Crip. You see that? Man, come on. Give me a solution then. Well, tell us what to do. Give us an answer, homie. I'm out.